The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. James 5:16. Chapter 1. It's excruciating beyond measure. The noise hurts my ears. My head is shaking from the horrific impact. What are we even doing here, Jennifer? My girl, Jennifer, and I are inseparable. I've been her demon for about 10 years now. You'll have to excuse me. I was trained as a vicious devil down in Hades, but on Earth, we take on the personalities of our host and the nuisances of the generation we're in. It's a full-time job, and it's pure immersion. That means for 10 years, I've been watching Channing Tatum movies, been involved in sleepovers, gossiping about boys, and exploring the world of nail polish and manicures. Her thoughts have become my thoughts. Her interests have become my interests. It's how we form a union, so the possession stays nice and controllable. My job is to lead her straight to Hades without her knowing. My life changed when I got deployed to the possessions department as a field minion working for Lucifer. Textbook page 17. A field minion has to maintain a host throughout the host's entire life. It's daily work for a long-term gain. For the overachievers at this department, they'll take the fast track to Hades option to get their host to die young. You name it, they've done it, and I will admit, it gets the job done. They add more and more names to our roster, and they come back up to Earth looking for more. I guess when it comes to field work, to each their own. But what my mentors in class taught me was a different approach. The slower kind. The make friends with them, play off their weakness, put them to sleep option. I learned that this tactic is effective in several ways. You can influence more people to go to Hades with your host who will live long enough to saturate the atmosphere with more devilish ideas. The host can swear their allegiance to Lucifer long before they enter his realm. And finally, you have the opportunity to ruin the host completely, from the inside and out. And that's where I am with my girl, who has always allowed me freedom to do as I wish. I give her the idea to stay up late and watch hit TV shows on her tablet while eating chocolate frosting. She doesn't object. I suggest to her to skip class to go on a shopping spree because she deserves it. She agrees with zero objections. Forget the fact that there's a test the next day that's worth 75% of her grade. It doesn't matter that she has no money and has to use a credit card to pay for her new clothes and a pair of pink pumps. This is all side information. I run the show, and she is just a puppet to my strings. I love the life we have together. She is so submissive to my will. She will do anything I suggest. I started out with a very easy host. I remember when we joined teams, when she invited me in. She was about 8 years old, and she was playing with that Ouija board with her friends. In their young voices, they allowed a team of demons to enter the room, ushering in the spirit realm and opening the door for darkness. Of course, they couldn't see us. They got a little spooked, so they stopped shortly after, closing the box as if nothing had happened. But it was just enough time for me to find my very first host. I picked her out right away. A tall, thin brunette with stunning green eyes, and soon realizing once inside my new territory, she had a desperate need to be liked and beautiful. For the possessions department, I was in training for a long time, studying how to pinpoint weaknesses and character flaws. I learned and studied the textbook before I was approved to go out in the field. We are trained to know what to look for and how to use every tool in our toolbox. There is a lot I can work with in Jen's toolbox. A whole bunch of daddy issues, self-esteem problems, jealousy, and so much more. I have a comfortable gig controlling her mind, clutching her soul, infesting her very being. Now, Jennifer and I, to get you up to date, she is currently not talking to Courtney.